Hi, LindaBauwin here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is Create a Fold, and we are going to be using the beautiful Seaside Spray cardstock and the Woven Thread Designer Series paper. This Designer Series paper matches many of the new in colors, and the Rose Roca is what is on the other side. Just very pretty Designer Series paper. This piece of cardstock measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and our Designer Series paper is 4 1/4 by 12. And I am going to bring in my trimmer and get rid of all my little scraps here. I am going to score this piece of Designer Series paper at the 2-inch mark, the 5-inch mark, and the 8-inch mark. This is just a great card design so that you can see both sides of your Designer Series paper. So we're going to grab our bone folder and just burnish those edges back and forth. Now this measures your standard A1, or excuse me, A2 card, which measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we are just going to add that to our card base here. Now, I am seeing that I've got a little bit bigger space here, and I wonder if I grabbed the wrong piece of Designer Series paper. I did. This actually is measuring 5 inches instead of the 5 1/4 that I wanted. So I will show you on the card that I made with the 5 1/4. Just going to make it 1/4 of an inch smaller on this, the height, which won't really matter. What I'm going to use now is my scalloped linen and this ribbon, and it is that Seaside Spray color, and I'm just going to cut this. I am loving this ribbon. So many people love ribbon, but they don't like to tie bows, and I am finding this ribbon just makes for a beautiful accent piece with no tying of the bows. So I'm just going to add my snail, and then I'm going to wrap that around. The snail kind of holds that tape in place. So it just makes for a nice border around the front of that card. See, I cut enough, so I'm going to go ahead and overlap it. You know, I think I'm going to cut it down. Next, what I have done is I have taken, I see I don't have enough adhesive there, so I'm just going to grab a glue dot and stick it underneath there. There we go. What I have done, I have taken, and I'm going to be using to a Wild Rose stamp set. Now this is a photopolymer stamp set, so I'm going to bring in that piercing mat. I am going to use that Rose Roca ink and the Seaside spray. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the solid flower and I'm going to ink it, but I'm going to stamp, oopsies, I'm going to stamp it off so that I get that lighter shade. And it also gives me more of the look of what the paper is. And then I'm going to take the outline flower and I'm going to stamp it and the Seaside Spray and outline the flower in that color. So I've got my 2 colors, and because there is a die cut for this, I will take it over and die cut that, and I have already done that with another flower. So I will go ahead and bring in my pieces. Again, this is from To a Wild Rose, and I have stamped the Blessed in the Seaside Spray, and we're going to add that right about there. I have stamped the flower, and I have also stamped the center and cut it out with my die cutting machine. And I'm going to see if I can find a large dimensional. There we go. I'm going to put that on the back, and then I'm just going to place that about there, and you can see how nice those colors go well together. I have also taken the die from the Smooth Sailing dies, and I have stamped and grateful. So I have blessed and grateful. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to open my card, and I'm going to put and grateful here. And then I have also taken another one of the label dies from the To a Wild Rose, and I stamped To Be Your Friend. So I'm just going to take that, kind of line that up in the center, making sure that it hides behind that first label. So I have blessed and grateful to be your friend. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and you join me again real soon. Bye-bye.